What's going on, everybody? Left Farmer 73 here. Let me see here. What's going on? I am trying to get myself together so we can have a discussion about this, which I told people. I hate saying that because it sounds so lame, but doggone it, I hate telling people. Uh, Here we go. All right, y'all. Who we got in the house? Second Floor Gardens. How you doing, man? How you doing, family? It's good to see you. Good to see you up in here. All right. Who else we got? Fatima. How you doing? How you doing, Fatima? Guava. How you doing? Q-Dub in the house. Lavishly, lavish, tiny life. How you doing? I'm trying to put this in here so y'all can have access to this real quick. Hey, Dooney. Hey, Talia Acres. Hey, B-Love. Let me see. V-Locks, Chris, Juanita, Janice, T-New. How you doing? B-Love. Let me see. There we go. I got it. And I'm just going to put that over here. How you doing, Creative Mary Matt? It's good to see you. Long time, my sister. Free at last. How you doing? I'm going to put this something down here in the chat. And I know y'all ain't going to be able to get it right now, but you can go and check it out later. And you can go after the video is over and check it in the first pinned comment in the description box. Let me see. Cosmic 369. How you doing? Let me see. Who else we got? Let me scroll this up. Ryan's Life. How you doing? Lorene. Well, Tracy. How you doing, Tracy? And let's see. Okay. All right, y'all. All right. Q-Dog. What's going on? What's going on? M.I. Hunter. How you doing? All right, y'all. Let's get right into it because it ain't gonna take too much to get to know what I'm talking about. Let's start out like this. Everybody, right now, have you heard? Hey, Brenda. Hey, Gore. Hey, Coco Chanel. Hey, Paul Anderson. Have y'all heard about the water supply getting attacked today? Hey, the Pink. How you doing? Have you heard about the water supply being attacked today? So far, they know it's definitely in Minnesota, but they're saying it's in other states that they have not disclosed yet. Yeah, so far it's in Minnesota, but they said it's in 7 states that they haven't confirmed yet. Everybody need to go over right now and go look at that. Either pull up another screen or leave my page and go look at it and come back. This is what we're talking about today. Now, this is what I've been saying for over 10 years on YouTube. And you know, again, I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to wag my finger. Yes, I am. Yes, I am going to wag my finger. And yes, I am going to say I told you so. See, because in 10 years, I saw, I ain't saying I'm no, got no powers or nothing. It's common sense. When you put a bunch of jackasses in charge of everything, jackass type stuff happens. So 10 years ago, I kind of veered off my journey of, I was mainly talking about gardening, and I kept my prepping stuff to myself. I shared it every blue moon, but I kept all my prepping things pretty much to myself. I had a whole nother channel for that and everything. But then as things really took a turn in about 2019 or whatever it was, I really started pushing my other information that I know and I have on my YouTube channel. Now, part of that is when you put crazy people in charge, crazy stuff happens. And I go back as far as you want to and look and see how many times I've been telling everybody to filter your water, purchase water filtration systems. I've built, what was it, 7, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever it was, I built a whole sand, charcoal, gravel filter. I built one because everybody say they don't have enough money for a Berkey type system or something expensive like that. Or they don't have enough money for a reverse osmosis type of situation. So I said the best way really is the natural way. Get you some sand, some play sand. You can make charcoal, and you can find gravel. You can find grass and straw. You can find things you can find. And I built this elaborate water filtration system. I did it right here in my driveway. I didn't just make something and say, go for it. I showed you how well it worked. I literally took mud water, scooped it up in a bucket after I was done building this thing. Now, I showed you, and I've done it live. Scooped up pure dirty mud water. I mean mud water. Not no water that I went out and found. I went in my driveway and got water with actual mud in it. Scooped it up. Put it in the top of my doggone water filtration system, the one I built, and let it get to the bottom. And then at the bottom, all that dark brown and black mud water at the bottom, it was light brown. And then I said, if you filter it again, it's going to come out clear. What did I do? I filtered it again. And if I didn't know, or if you didn't know that this wasn't drinking water, you would have drank it. If you would have asked me for some water and I would have handed you that, you would have picked it up and drank it without even looking twice at it. I'm a link that video to this video, and I have several of those. Then I think it was a year or two ago, we revisited that, and I made a smaller version just to be able to show you, you can make a larger version. It was easier for me to make the smaller version for you of water filtration. That way we can do it in a controlled setting. My other one, we all outside and it's hot and everything else. My point is this today, is everybody's been telling you, and the thing that gets me is how many times do you have to say, oh, that ain't gonna happen to us, before we listen? Do you actually have to be harmed, physically harmed, or physically attacked, or physically, mentally attacked for you to understand that things are going sour? I'm gonna make another prediction. I keep telling people, a lot of people ain't gonna make it, man. A lot of people ain't gonna make it because I know it's a lot of weirdos out here saying weird things and showing y'all weird things and a bunch of tic-tac videos, and people believing these little kids over real, proven, factual experience. That's fine. But what I have to get through my head is, man, everybody just ain't gonna make it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I have to stop trying to save everybody. And I'm gonna give. Let's get this out the way right now, okay? Before I get into this water situation that we're dealing with, I'm going to say this, and listen. I thought long and hard about this, if I should say it or not, but I'm gonna say it because I'm that real. A lot of people ain't gonna like it. A lot of people usually don't like nothing I say, especially the real stuff, especially when it's not entertaining. The world we live in right now, unfortunately, and if you think different, good luck to you. The world we live in right now is a every man for himself world. You don't want to believe that because that's too hard to swallow. That's too hard to swallow. That's too much to understand. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't want to believe that this is now a every man for himself world. You want to know the only reason why you don't believe it? Because you know you can't do nothing by yourself because you ain't did the things you supposed to be doing. Now, the people that's been preparing and the people that have been watching the climate of how everything has been going down over the last 10, 15 years, we know that this has already become a every man for himself situation. You can see it in every storm that happened, every catastrophe that happened. You got a couple of heroes. But here's the thing that happened to those heroes to go back and try to save people. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Every time a hero goes back, because that hero was listening and the hero was paying attention to their surroundings, they was watching all of this unfold. So they got to safety properly in the right amount of time. But what do? That hero runs back to try to save everybody that didn't listen. What happens? I'm going to let you say it. When that hero runs back into that water, or that hero runs back into that burning house, that hero runs back into that catastrophe, what happens to the hero? I'm going to let you say it. I know y'all don't even want to say it. That's right. That hero ends up losing his or her life, trying to save a bunch of people that would not listen. Everybody kept saying the house is on fire. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. I think I could put it out with some baking soda. A flood is coming. A flood is coming. A flood is coming. That's okay. I'm an excellent swimmer. All those heroes is standing on the top of the hill looking down at the people getting washed away. All of the heroes are standing out on the curb watching the house burn down to the ground. All the heroes is always out of harm's way. And every time that hero turns around and tries to go back in, they lose their life. And if you see it right now, it's really truly have become a more, somebody could have saved them. Maybe they could have. Maybe they could have. But what you don't realize when you don't prepare, you put the heroes, the people with the heart that would actually come and save you, you put their lives in jeopardy because you didn't listen. And if you ask me, that's selfish. So when you really think about all of it, yeah, man, no, I'm not going to be doing all that. And you can call me what you want to, but this has been every man for himself situation. You don't want to think that because in your heart of hearts and in your humanity, you know what you want it to be? You want it to be a community. You want us to be a network. You want us to all get along. You want everything to be on an even playing ground. But I can give you more proof that this is a every man for himself situation. Every man for himself world we live in right now. Because look, don't nobody want to be a community. They pick and choose who they want to be their friend. They pick and choose who they hate and who they love. They pick and choose by religion. They pick and choose by the color of your skin. They pick and choose by your sex orientation. So everybody don't care about the universal well-being of mankind. They only care about themselves. And when it boiled down to it, if it was them against you or them or you, they wouldn't risk themselves for you. I had to say that and get that out the way so we can understand what kind of mindset we're dealing with right now to put you in a mindset of what you may want to take into consideration. Now, the reason I put that thumbnail on there is because I've been storing water for years. I've been showing y'all me storing water for years. I've dug several wells on my land and my property so I get fresh water. I collect rainwater. I have fresh earth-driven well water. And when I can, I filter everything I can filter. There's a video in the description box below. I'm going to put that's in there right now. In that video, I have a very short video of me using my air conditioning system by EcoFlow. And when the EcoFlow system pulls water out of the humidity, out of the air inside my house, it goes down a tube and I collect it in a bottle. Then I turn around, boil it, and then run it through my Berkey system, and we drink this water every day. And everybody said, oh, you're going to get bacteria. Oh, you're going to catch this. Well, you know what? If it done took 10 years for that to happen, I think I'm going to be okay. But people are so ignorant to the actual fact of where our water comes from. And I'm gonna tell this to the guy that he kept on and kept on and kept on riding me about. Well, I only drink bottled water. I only drink bottled spring water. Your bottled spring water up in Minnesota that's getting refiltered and now got turds floating in it. Good luck with that, goofball. I told you. I had to ask some people, man, where do you think your bottled water comes from? Let's keep it on the real. Where do you think your bottled water actually comes from? Do y'all ever use the internet to go and look at videos to wonder where there used to be a show. Do y'all remember? It used to be a show called How It's Made. Do y'all remember that when everybody actually watched television and there was no internet? There was a show, and I think it came on the History Channel. And the show was called How It's Made. And they showed you how every food is made, machinery is made, everything we use and do on daily living. They show you how it's made. And in that show, we learned a lot of stuff that we should stop eating. That show showed us where chicken nuggets came from and half the processed crap that we put in our bodies. That show alone showed us that. And I want to say the reason why they cut that show off and canceled it is because people was like, what? And people was losing money. Companies was losing money after they were showing you where your tomatoes, your ketchup and stuff come from. They was losing money, boy. When they start squeezing out them chicken McNuggets off on that tray, them pink nuggets, people was like, that don't look like that 20-piece with honey mustard. That don't look, is that it? Gotcha. Hey, Katina Brooks. So, people don't use their resources, their internet, to go research anything. So everybody that keep telling me they only drink bottled water, do me a favor. Don't do me no favor. I don't need your favor. Go do yourself a favor. Yourself. And go look and see where your bottled spring water comes from. Go look and see. And you know what's funny to me? Is people don't even know what distilled even mean. They be telling me, I only drink distilled water. Your water is no more than boiled doo-doo water. Distilled water is literally boiling out the impurities. The steam comes around and cools down and then drips out, and you get the pure water. The only problem with distilled water is it actually boiled out more than the doo-doo. It boiled out any minerals and any nutrients in that water. So in a way, you're kind of drinking air. All you're doing is putting liquid on your guts. You're not bringing in any minerals or anything that you need in that water. But they'll sit here and try to correct me and tell me. Now, I was about to say something I can't say here on YouTube. Let's just say I know all about distilleries. Okay? I know all about distilleries. Ask me how I know. You ain't about to teach me about no distilled anything. Right? So, right here is where we have our problem. With people that don't believe the doo-doo stink. I'm not going to talk about who they said may have harmed the water, because I don't care. It don't matter who attacked the water purification system in, not Wisconsin, what'd I say? It ain't Wisconsin, where is it? Minneapolis, not Minneapolis. Minnesota. It don't matter who attacked the water system in Minnesota or the other 7 states that they have not disclosed yet. But if I were you, I would pull out my stored water, and you might want to sip on that real smooth like until they start telling you how many states and cities will be affected by this attack on our water system. I told y'all, man. I told y'all. My wife came down here. I can't make this up. I wish she was here right now. My wife came downstairs. She said, you got that air conditioner running? I said, yes. She said, yeah, keep that mug running. Cut it on high. Because if they attack Minnesota, Minnesota ain't nowhere from South Carolina. And if they said 7 states, okay? I know it's a bunch of little states right there in that little area that you can barely see, right? But I'm telling you this for a fact. It's all the East Coast. If any, and that's the part where the media gets it wrong. They shouldn't just sit and centralize one little piece. Because if one little piece is done, all of this whole bit, they should be worried about this whole eastern seaboard. All right? So right there, everybody can go and look at that video. Matter of fact, I wish it was a way I could put it on here, but I can't without getting a copyright. For everybody coming in the room right now, how many people have heard about the attack on our water system in Minnesota? For everybody coming in the room right now, raise your hands, throw up some love if you heard this right now. And here's the other thing. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Or what have you done about it? Everybody coming in the room right now, what are you going to do about it? Or what have you done about it? Because that's the real question here. We know what has happened now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? I think we'll be better suited by answering that question. Have you put anything into provisions? Have you put away water? Have you been storing water? Have you purchased any kind of water filtration system? Have you purchased any reverse osmosis system? Have you ever built a sand filter? Have you ever purchased a Berkey type system? Have you done anything? Do you know how to boil your water? Do you know how to distill your water? I've showed everybody on live television how to distill your water. I got that live on my channel, showing you how to distill your own water, showing you how to build a sand filter to purify your water. And of course, y'all should know how to boil water. Unfortunately, it is some people don't know how to boil water. If you don't know how to do any of the three, you need to be paying attention. Okay? So let me see what we got here. Hey, that gun guy again. Let me see. Steph Joe, how you doing? Say you watched that live, but you remember? Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Sharon Walker, you have a 0 water filter. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to give you one piece of advice for everybody. For everybody, no matter what kind of water filtration system you have, still boil it. Okay? Janice says, need to research more. Thank you for keeping us updated. No worries. Just go check it all out. Gloria, I stocked up on water and I have a barrel to collect water. Great. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Let me see. Nikki Walker said, been preparing for years, also own a Berkey. Okay. I will tell you this. If you don't own a actual Berkey, there are filters that you can buy and build this out of a couple of 5-gallon buckets. It's not going to look pretty, but I don't think that's our concern right now. Okay. But everything, okay, let me see. Sharon says boil before or after the filter. I would boil it after. I would boil it after. Because the filter is going to pretty much take out all the bigger particles and sediment. Let me see. And then you can boil it down. Veronica says, I want to say thank you, Led, because the majority of all the water system you showed, I purchased. I even got the pump coming, and the EcoFlow Ultra Pro 3 was a lifesaver. Right now, just so y'all know, Donna says you have to watch the distilling video. I got plenty of them. Matter of fact, I'll even link one more up here on this video afterward. I wish I would have did a live stream, StreamYard, so I could have linked all this stuff so you can actually watch it. Okay? We was going to do something completely different today until I got that news. We were going to do a Freezer Burn Friday. I'm cooking beans right now, but things changed. All right. Let me see. RLM says, already have a stack of emergency water. I have a water filter. BSA taught me how to purify water. There is a bayou near my house. Have a standby water catchment system process. Okay, I got you. Good, good. Linda B says, on a well here, but still filter with Berkey. Absolutely, that's what I do on the land. I get water out of my well, and I still filter it through the Berkey. Let me see. You're very welcome, Sharon. You're very welcome. Do I have anybody with any questions so far? The Pink Electron says, I just bought a sand, gravel, charcoal at Home Depot. I just bought sand, gravel, and charcoal at Home Depot. I didn't know about the water contamination. Thank you for this information. Okay, so if you bought, wait a minute, charcoal. Let's get this out of the way, just in case everybody need to know, okay? Because these attacks aren't about to stop, right? We can see that. They're just ramping up. So I want you to know, don't go get no Kingsford, everybody. Don't go get no Kingsford charcoal briquettes. If you bought that, please take that back to the store. You need real coal, the hard lump coal, in like a royal oak, okay? It don't necessarily have to be activated, no. Because activated charcoal costs a fortune. It don't have to be activated, and you don't have to make activated charcoal. Charcoal is fine, okay? Let me see. Donna says, I will order my Berkey. I have some water, but it's older. Okay. All right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be activated. Listen, go and purchase a bag of, it's a red bag, and it's called Royal Oak Natural Lump Charcoal. That's all I buy now. If I ever buy anything else, it's because I got a bunch of people coming to a gathering. But the reason I buy Royal Oak, it don't matter what brand you buy, but make sure it's 100% natural lump charcoal. Okay? Okay, one news channel, somebody said, Isaiah, what's going on, brother? Said one news channel says 30 states have been attacked. Come on, 30 out of 50? Y'all know what I'm saying? If you're seeing a news channel that says 30 states have been attacked, 30 states out of 50. So 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't take that gamble on saying my state ain't been hit. So I've already taken provisions. Frankly, I'm about to go out there and turn my whole water system off from outside. I don't want none of that water coming in the house. Thank you for that, Isaiah. Good to see you, my brother. As usual. Let me see. M.I. Hunter, why haven't the government told us who the other states are? What are you serious? Dwight, you're wondering why? What kind of bottled water is safe to drink? I don't know. Dwight, you don't know why the government has not told the people which states, or they're not the ones alerting us of the attack? I want to know. Are you asking why haven't this administration told the people of the United States of America that we are under attack and our water systems are under attack? I'm just trying to get this straight. Are you asking why haven't our government in this administration, why aren't they warning us? Because I want to see if you need help. If you need help, I got you, brother. Okay? Okay? Just in case you didn't know, they fired everybody that does that. Months ago, a year ago. They fired all the people that do that. Now it's probably one little stinking lonely janitor in a closet that's supposed to be running that whole outfit. Somebody cousin, somebody uncle, and they paying him $3.9 million to do his job that he ain't got a clue how to do. That's what I've been telling. It's up to the people to fix all of this mess that these people put us in. It's up to us. I'm not waiting for the government to do nothing. I'm not waiting for the government to do nothing, man. We've been waiting. Say, yeah. No. I'm not getting on you, Dwight. I'm just saying. And I pretty much did that for everybody. If everybody does not understand why this government and this administration is not sending out the call for help, but we getting it from all the news outlets and all the content creators on every social media platform, this dude up there dancing like a goon, but he ain't telling the American people to boil their water. Every state and every city, they ain't telling if you notice, the only cities that's coming on and stepping up to the podium and telling their people to boil their water and do their due diligence to save water, those are the cities that man that's running this place can't stand. Go look. Those people do not approve of what this man is doing. Their water systems get hit. He do not care. As a matter of fact, I don't know him from a hole in a sock, but I can guarantee you he enjoys watching these cities in America fold over because they didn't like him or they didn't vote for him. He likes that their water systems is getting. I wouldn't say he ain't got nothing to do with it. Because all he see is money. When crises like this happen, he see how to make more money. He don't see the American people hurting. He don't see the American people struggling. He sees a way to make more money off the blood, sweat, and tears of the American people. That's it. So to me, that's why. If anybody have a question why the government ain't gonna help or why the government ain't said nothing yet, I think we know the answer to that. Right? How you doing, Sonny? Good to see you, sister. All right. So I want to make sure that everybody has some sort of filtration system in play. Are you without a filtration system? Somebody I saw a minute ago say life straws. Okay, now I'm going to say this. The price of the life straws have went up. Let me see. Homesteading DIY says, my husband works for Primo's brand. They bottle all kinds of water, and they have buffed up their water supply and testing to make sure the source of water doesn't get attacked. Okay, that's good to hear. Katie says, can you use charcoal from an open fire? Yes, that's the actual. You want to make sure what kind of wood you were burning, though. Okay, because believe it or not, some different kinds of woods that I can't think off the top of my head are poisonous. Even after they've been burned and turned into charcoal, you don't want to be filtering nothing. You want to use hard woods like oak, like hickory, oak, birch. I can't think of but you understand, maple. You want to use the same woods that you would smoke meat with, okay? Because if you use charcoal out of your fire pit and you've been burning a lot of pine, you got to understand pine has a very flammable substance in it. It's the pine tar, and then you got the pine resin. That stuff is flammable. It's kind of toxic. So you don't want to go filtering water with those toxins still inside that charcoal. So you got to make sure it's not pine. If you need any help, go use your phone and do bark identification. Take a picture through Google and try to do the best you can do with bark identification and leaf identification for every tree. If you do that, that's a plus. If you don't know all your trees and leaves offhand, trust me, I use it myself. And it's usually very accurate. Okay? Let me see. Say you okay, your baby, I got plenty of hickory in the back. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But okay, let me see. All right, Donna says I have 2 gallons. I forgot my water was boiled today. I keep hot water in a container daily for convenience for coffee and tea. All right, Dwight says, okay, Dwight says, while you at it, check your power. If they can get to the water treatment, you'll be surprised they can attack the power in the same states next. Absolutely. But we already had a power outage, and I've been talking about power hour for years. I literally have been telling everybody about solar power generator, and I got them all behind me. You see solar panels, solar power generators, and you want to know something? And people say, Led, can we talk about gardening? Can we go back to talk about gardening? If you still don't know how to put a seed in the ground and water it and then eat what comes out, there's nothing I can help you do. Because that's how simple gardening is. You put a seed and you dig a hole, put a seed in the hole, you cover the hole, you water the hole, and you wait. Now, when it comes to getting solar power, that take a little bit more explanation. When it comes to emergency power, that take a little bit more explanation. And a lot of people don't think they need solar power. They don't think they need backup energy. But I'm going to tell you this for a fact. Don't get sick and be on some kind of ventilator. Don't be on oxygen. Don't have asthma. Don't even have diabetes and you need to keep your insulin cold. And people don't think of that. And they always say, Led, why are you always showing solar videos? Why are you always showing gas generator videos? Because that's the real life-saving thing right there. I'm not saving people that are well-by and healthy. I'm thinking about people that can't do for themselves all the time. People that's on, we never think of our sick brothers and sisters. They just can't go out and do what they want to do like you can do. A lot of people is on dialysis. A lot of people is got insulin in the refrigerator. A lot of people is on breathing machines of all sorts. And people don't think about that. And they be like, can you stop showing it and start showing some gardening? You know what? I'm going to keep doing everything on my channel that's going to help save my brothers and sisters from a catastrophe. That's what I'm going to do. If it's gardening and it's going to help you grow some food, that's what I'm going to do that day. But if it's power, I'm going to show you some power. If it's storing your food, it's storing your food. It's going to be whatever helps save our brothers and sisters from depending on them. Now, it's up to you whether you want to listen or not. Right? It's up to you. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I even listen to crazy people sometimes. You want to know why? You'd be surprised what you learn from a lunatic. They sound crazy to everybody else. But you'd be surprised how much game they give you. And I'm going to tell you something about that. You know, I was questioning myself. I was questioning myself just recently. I'm going to be honest with you. And you know what I had to do? Which we never take time to do. I had to find peace with myself. I had to find peace with myself because I'm called crazy on a daily basis, right? If you look at social media or look at the people around you, you're called, if you do what I do, you live like I live, you're called nuts on a daily basis. Now I'm going to tell you what that'll do. You can keep telling somebody something over and over and over and over and over again before they really start to think, am I nuts? Am I crazy? Am I doing too much? Am I going overboard? You'll start believing it. If you hear from enough different places and situations, you're going to start believing this. But you got to understand something. There is a reason why you get it and other people don't. Because everybody ain't supposed to get it. Everybody ain't supposed to hear that whisper. Everybody ain't in tune with you. And they're not supposed to be, because everybody is not going to make it. While this person is over here buying expensive shoes, this person is over here buying chickens. While this person is over here buying expensive purses, this person is over here buying pigs. While this person is over here putting on $1,000 wigs, this person is over here just bought him a goat, bought him some land, bought him a little cabin, little tiny house. We got to leave those people to their own devices. Now, I will tell you right now, I just posted on my community post this young lady that you probably wouldn't think would be doing and thinking like me. And if you watch her videos, you're going to be like, Led, I don't get it. Watch her. This is a young lady. She's tired of paying rent. She's tired of living that lifestyle and giving all her money back into a system that won't give her anything back, does not reciprocate the same. Why is it that we are demanded to by law to pay certain things and do certain things and follow certain rules, regulations, and laws, but this same government that puts these laws in place, they don't reciprocate the same way. They don't have to follow it. They don't have to pay it. They don't have to do it. None of them going to jail if they don't comply. This young lady said no more. And she took all of this into her own hands. And she got her a little piece of land and got her a little trailer. And she living on there. And look, that's all I'm asking of people. It don't matter how you do it. Just do it. She got something that belongs to her. She ain't got to pay rent no more. She got to pay yearly taxes, and that's it. Yearly taxes ain't even your light bill for 1 month. So this is the part I'm talking about. And I said I had to find peace with myself. Because, number one, you can't make everybody do what you do. Number one, you can't lead everybody behind you and think that they all gonna end up at the end of the goal line with you. It's gonna be people that come along on your journey and figure out, I don't wanna do this no more. It's gonna be people in your journey like, I don't wanna go with him. Let them go. After a while, you're going to start doubting yourself when it's only three people left behind you, but you don't realize those are the ride or dies. I can tell you right now, there is about 10 people I know for a fact right now. And they in Camp Club 73. And let me tell you this. I haven't even contacted them yet and seen if they have saved their water up. I haven't even contacted them to see if they're ready and got water stored up. I haven't contacted any of them to make sure that they're cool and do they need my help. You know why? Because I know they do. We talk about it on a daily basis or a weekly basis. We talk about this stuff on a weekly basis. Now, in my private club, that's what we do. We talk about reality. Now, we have a good time, but for the most part, we talk about reality. Without any distractions, without any trolls, without any bots, without any AI. We're talking face-to-face human beings on a regular basis. Now, we'll do a little Zoom meeting, but for the most part, we meet up in person, all of us, in one place. And I get to hug and show love and break bread with real human beings, real people with real thoughts, real opinions, and real brains. So they can educate me too. Now, we're going to be doing a video later about that. But right now, this water situation got me on the edge of my seat. Because listen to me. My wife usually doesn't come down My wife doesn't usually come down and alert me like that. She came down to make sure I had the air conditioner on, pulling water so we can have water to filter, just in case. I got water in 3 different places. I said, baby, we'll never run out of water. At least for quite a few months, we won't run out of water. Now, I also did this, and I want you to know something else, y'all. How much water do you think you use every day? Before we start talking about saving water, before we start talking about filtering it, how much water do you think you could use every day? I'm about to give y'all a little homework. Homesteading says, DIY says, we're working on our gutter to catch rain. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me see. The pink electron says, I used to think something was wrong with me because I see things years ahead, warn people, instead I get called crazy until it actually happens years later. So many people, so many stupid people I can't deal with or tolerate. And you know what? That's fine. Let them go. Everybody can't hear what you hear. Everybody can't see what you see. I gave this example a couple of videos back. How many people, real quick, I'm going to ask you one more question. How many people wear glasses or contacts? How many people wear corrective lenses? Glasses, contacts, reading glasses. How many people? Whether you wear reading glasses, contacts, or corrective lenses, please raise your hand if you wear those. Please. It's very significant to my point. If you wear any sort of reading glasses, corrective lenses, or contact lenses, please raise your hand. Okay. Number one, I'm going to tell you, don't throw any of that out. All your old glasses too, keep them. Keep all of your old lenses. I don't care if this is broke, both arms is broke on them, and all you got is this, keep it. You can tie a rubber band around your head if need be. Thank you for that. Okay, for everybody that said they wear corrective lenses and corrective glasses, or contact lenses, corrective lenses, or reading glasses, I got a message for you. Everybody can't see what you see. You can't see what everybody see, right? When somebody say, hey, look out that window, you see that deer right there in the field? You got to do this, don't you? You got to put on your glasses before you can see. Or you end up saying, well, I can't see that far. I ain't got my glasses on. I just woke up. Tell me I'm wrong when I'm right. When somebody tells you, can you see that right there? That dude right there acting crazy. You squinting and you trying to mess with your eye, manipulate it. You can't see it, can you? Come on with it. You can't see what everybody else see. You got to put on your contacts. You got to put on your reading glasses, or you got to put on your corrective lenses to be able to see what that person is trying to show you. Am I right? If you know I'm right, go on, say it. Well, I'm here to tell you, my friends, brothers and sisters, that is exactly how life works. That's exactly how life works. No matter how you fix your eyes to try to see, or you sitting here trying to read, like, no matter how many stupid faces you make, hold it, you can't read this book without the right kind of corrective lenses. That is exactly how this world works. So look, how many times have you handed somebody, hey, read this real quick, or you handed them your phone and said, look how silly this is, look what he just wrote, and you said, well, I ain't got my glasses on me, I can't read that. You don't even try, do you? If somebody handed you something to read and you ain't got your reading glasses on you, you said, look, baby, I ain't got my glasses. I ain't got my glasses. I'm not going to make a fool of myself and try to read that, because I know I can't see it. And all I'm going to do is make a whole bunch of making love faces, trying to tell you I can't read it. That vision is not for you. This world works the same way. And I need you to understand, your sight and your hearing and your vision, all of this is in tune with the world. You can see perfectly. You have 20/20 vision on the path and the journey that you want. It's the rest of the world that needs these. When they can't see what you see coming, they need these. No matter how you describe it to them, no matter how you break it down, you can write it in Braille. It don't matter. They will not experience or understand the vibrant colors and shapes that you are experiencing. You can only explain it in very, very deep detail to people, but they'll never be able to capture the shapes and the colors and all the imagery that you're, and the depth of something that you can see. It's just like people that wear glasses. The reason you can see this stuff coming down the line that keep on happening to us, and you trying to tell everybody else, and they said you're crazy because they don't see that. They can't see what you see. They're not supposed to. And let me back something else up to you. For two reasons. Just like you needing glasses, some people born that way. A lot of people born with bad vision, right? A lot of people, most people born with bad vision. But there's another one. As you get older, your sight gets worse, right? It's no different than real life. Some people can't see the vision from birth. They were never meant to see it, see the outcome on the journey you're supposed to be on. But some people, as they go through life, they lose sight and they lose vision of what they're supposed to be doing. They get set in their ways, they get comfortable, and they don't choose to see anymore. You gotta leave them too, unfortunately. You gotta leave them back where they was too. It's no different. You can't force somebody to see when their vision is impaired. No matter what you do, you can hit them all you want to, you can smack them all you want to, you can do whatever you want, but that's not going to make them see. And I had to come to terms with myself and say, you know what? Stop trying so hard, man. You got to let people do what they're going to do. You got to let people do whatever they're going to do. And with that, you also got to let them catch them consequences on their own too. If you let them go on by and do whatever the hell they're going to do, you also got to let them eat them consequences. Don't come helping them like, hey, I eat whatever you don't finish of them consequences. No, you eating all that on your own. You gonna clean that plate of consequences. You asked for those consequences. The world served you those consequences, and you gonna eat them until they gone. Everybody out here, it's not like it's a conspiracy theory anymore. You know what? Let me say one more thing. This world is so crazy right now. They actually put conspiracy theorists out of business. Conspiracy theory channels here on YouTube, they don't get any views. You know why conspiracy theorists don't get any views? Because the reality is scarier than their theories. They're crazy made up theories to get clicks and views. The reality is worse than any of their conspiracy theories. And if you can't focus and see what this is every day. Every day. We see this every day. So there's no more I gotta turn to a certain channel to hear kind of nonsensical, crazy, long-reaching theories. No, 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 you don't. The people around you is showing you every day because they worship one man here on earth that got to be the dumb. I think this got more brains inside of it than that man running this show. But they worship him. So I'm not gonna call it what I've been calling radio. They worship radio. Radio. They worship radio, man. They love his dirty draws. They don't even see some man, he ain't wrapped too tight. That's not what this is about. What this is about. I need you to talk to yourself and tell yourself, ain't nothing wrong with you. Unfortunately, nothing is wrong with you. And the reason I say that is, I wish I was wrong about all of this stuff. I was 100% right when I was sitting in my trailer in that parking lot in the middle of the night 2 years ago, sitting in a Kroger parking lot telling y'all this right now, everything that has happened is going to happen. I said that 2 years ago, didn't I? Every word, word for word, line for line that I said was going to happen, happened. I was sitting in the back of my trailer and I sat there. I think I did a 2-hour, 3-hour video. Every word in that video holds true to this very day. But you know why I see it? I don't got no superpowers. I got common sense. So when people start saying, "Oh, you're what they call me, a prophet," no, I'm not. I got common sense. Common sense tell you if you put dumb people in a important position, dumb things are going to happen. And with the predictions I came up with is because I watched it. They really wasn't predictions. If you're about to bet on a horse race and you know that this horse broke his leg in the last race, would you bet on him? No, you wouldn't bet on him. Well, that's what I did. I seen he fumbled the freaking ball the last time and put him back in the race. Duh. So, do me a favor, everybody. Get your water, store your water up. Everybody pay attention and pay attention to whatever outlets you watch or whatever, and make sure that your state or your city is not on that list, whether it is or it ain't. But here's the biggest thing. No, even if your city is not on that state, I don't believe them either. I don't believe the little anchor behind the thing. Oh, thank you, 7 o'clock news. I don't believe them either. Hi, this is Wendy West with 7 a.m. news. I don't believe them either. This is what I say. Everybody better get ready to lock it down and be ready for anything. Like Dwight said, this time they started with the water. I was praying they wouldn't never touch the water, because you think when the power go out it's going to be bad. When the water go out, y'all, I'm going to say this before I go. Get your solar power energy up. If you need help purchasing a solar power generator, leave it in the comments. If you need help knowing what to do and how to make water filtration, I will link those videos to this video. Everything you need for life. Right now, you really need to pay attention to it. I'm not saying you need to stop doing your bougie pinky out activities, but what I'm saying is make enough room for safety. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think that they automatically got to change their entire lifestyle. You don't know how to do that. For you to go bougie with your pinky out and everything in your house and everything is automated for you to turn into a caveman or Bear Grylls, let's be realistic. That's not going to happen. That takes years of learning and training and education and research. You can't do that. But all I'm saying is, on a realistic basis, give it a second. Do a few things that you need to be doing. At least try. Try to be more self-sufficient. Try to save your family. Because this the part that kills me. See, none of my kids is children anymore. All mine is grown and gone. But I feel bad for all these people out here with these little lap babies and young kids and young adults, and all these little kids depend on you. And they rely on you. And you don't know how to do nothing either. I feel sorry for them kids, man. You won't even take time to try to learn how to help your kids. If you don't care about yourself, at least send your kids off to the Boy and Girl Scouts Club of America. No, don't do that. Don't necessarily do that. Don't send your kids off to Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts right now. Not now, okay? Look, send them to Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts online, okay? Don't send them off in the woods with some of these people. Do it online. This 2026, okay? We got a whole administration trying to protect people like that. So don't send your kids off to Boys Club, Girls Club of America, and Boy Scouts. Don't send them off to there yet. I don't want you blaming me like Laird Farmer. It all started with him. Timmy would be okay if it would. Don't send them off. Let them go to the classes online. Okay? This the world we live in now, man. The world we live in that you can't send your kids off to be a Boy Scout, Girl Scout, to learn how to filter water. Everybody, I almost want to do another water filtration video right now, but I'm just going to put up my old ones, okay? So everybody, let's get this going. All right, let me put this back. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. Let me see something real quick. That's what I thought. Okay, everybody. So you stumbled on my wine making videos a few days ago. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Veronica's out, purchased everything solar powered. Can never run out of sunlight unless the I'm not saying that. All right, y'all. I say, everybody just be careful, all right? Get your water up, store your water, all right? And if you know anybody that needs to hear any of this, let them know about it. You tell them what I said, all right? Laird Farmer 73. I love all y'all. Be safe. Stay sane. I love you, and I'm out. Peace. Good luck. And don't nobody want to go with you.